Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be continuing reading our entire Action Bible. So if you remember yesterday we learned about, Moses passing, Joshua is the new leader, and them getting ready to take the promised land. So, today's story is called The Roof of Rehab. So, this is based on Joshua 2. So what we're looking at, that's what we're starting off at. Let's go, guys. That night, at the river's edge, he calls out to the scouts, "You scouts will be in danger every minute. Be careful, learn all you can, and come back soon." So he sends some scouts down on the river to learn everything, but, let them know to be careful. So you remember, they want to take Jericho, the Great Walls of Jericho. Next day inside the city of Jericho, these walls are thick and high and well fortified, and the soldiers are armed well. Let's see if we can find a room to stay in at this house. And as a soldier in the distance thinks to himself, "Those strangers look suspicious. I'm going to report them to the captain of the guard." And as, the scouts find this woman, when Joshua's 2 spies enter Jericho, they avoid the public inn and look for a place to stay in the house of a woman named Rahab. "We're strangers in your city. Do you have a room we can stay in tonight?" "Yes, you can stay here," the woman says. And she thinks to herself, "The king's soldiers, suspicious of these men, I'll find out what they're doing." Later, she speaks. Do you know you have been followed?" "Followed by whom?" And she says, "I hear footsteps. Quick, I'll hide you on the roof." And the captain comes. "We saw 2 men near your house. Where are they?" "2 men were looking for a room for the night, but they left just before the gates of the city were closed. If you hurry, you might catch them," she says. "The soldiers have gone." She comes on the roof and says, "The soldiers have gone, but they might have someone to watch the house." Left somebody to watch the house just to see if she's telling the truth. And then she says, "How can we escape?" "I know God will help you, Israelites, take Jericho. If I help you escape, will you protect me and my family when your army takes the city?" So, hide out on the mountains for 3 days. After that, it will be safe for you to cross the rivers to your own camp. When the attack comes, your family in the house, and tie this red rope in your window so the men will know where you live." And as they make it back to Joshua, the scouts obey Rahab. After 3 days, they report to Joshua. The city is well defended with 2 walls. Each wall is 30 feet high. The outer wall is 6 feet thick, and the inner wall is 12 feet thick. But the people have heard of us, and they are afraid. Good work. We'll go ahead with our plans to cross the Jordan and take Jericho. The river is wide and has a swift current. How can we get all the people across this river? God helped our people cross the Red Sea. Let's trust him now to help us. As we talk about the Red Sea, as you remember, the Great Sea that he split and they were able to cross through to get away from the Egyptians. Now we're talking about on a normal basis, people would be scared. They're trying to take Jericho. The outer wall is 6 feet thick. 6 feet thick of concrete. Okay, that's bigger than me. That's wider than I am tall. So, 6 feet thick. And then the inner one is double that, 12 feet thick. So you're talking about this being the time that they're in. There are no tanks or anything like that. This is 6 feet thick of concrete. This is 12 feet thick of concrete. They're 30 feet high, so climbing would be very difficult. Their soldiers are armed and ready. So on a normal basis, people should be terrified, but they've learned from their ancestors' mistakes. They've learned from their fathers' mistakes, not to doubt God. Not to doubt about getting across the river, and not to doubt about taking the city. This city may be great, but God is greater, and that's something that we need to take into consideration just about our daily lives. Yes, Again, the city is great, but God is greater. And you got to always remember that God is greater than any situation that you're in. Bad, good, whatever. A sickness may have come to you and you may be, having troubles. You don't have no insurance. You can't pay for nothing. God is there for you. Don't worry about it. All right. Trust God. Trust me. Things will get so much better. He's known for healed cancer. He has raised men from the dead. Why couldn't he heal cancer? That's the belief you have to have. Lazarus was dead. He was dead, I think, for 2 days. And, they had already buried him. And Jesus Christ came to him and said, Lazarus, come out. And here he come to life, after being dead. Come to life and was able to walk out and live, a longer life. This is the same God we're dealing with even now. He can heal cancer. He can help you with your bills. He can help you with a car, and there's always going to be things that are going to happen, especially for a period in life where everything just seems like it's falling apart. Your car is broken down. Now you're 3 months behind your house payment. You can't afford to buy food. Your job's lays you off, and you seem like you can't get on your feet. Trust God. Don't, because this is the same scenario that has happened with Job. Job had everything taken away from him, and it doesn't mean you have everything. So now you're sitting here having everything taken away from you. You can't afford nothing. You're getting ready to go homeless, whatever. And then you just remember the story of Job. Where he had everything taken from him. His family was all killed. I mean, he was homeless. He was sick. He had warts. He had worms. All that stuff. I mean, and he still thanked God every day. He still praised God every day. He still lived for God and served him every day. And we should do the same. And great things come. God blessed him with double the amount he had. On top of that, I'm sure he had great blessings in heaven as well. And that's what we should strive for, is what will be in the afterlife. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned something new. As always, take it easy. And remember this story. It's a metaphor for life. The walls of Jericho are going to be in front of you everywhere. And it seems like you can't climb them. You can't get through them because they're too thick. But remember, God can bring them crashing down and help you step on through. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, God bless. Take it easy. I'll catch you guys next week.